Good morning. Hi, Dr. Melody here with Fit+Faith. Good morning, and welcome to our next session of natural and non-toxic living. This is a new series that we started, it's been 3 weeks now, and we're talking about, different topics as to getting you to move more towards natural holistic living, reducing toxins in your life. How do we live naturally? How do we live as close to what God intended for us, in our bodies? He created us and He created nature, and He created those things to go together. And so that's what we talk about here in the natural and non-toxic living segments that we're doing. Good morning, ladies. And if you've missed any of these sessions so far, there's a playlist right here on the Fit+Faith page that you can go to the playlist and then catch anything that you've missed. So welcome. Go ahead and say hi, ladies. I'd love to know who's here and where you're coming in from. Happy Tuesday. It's a crazy day in the States today, right? It's election day. So let's just pray for our nation today, praying for our nation that there is peace, that no matter what the outcome of today and tomorrow, that there is peace. That's truly what we need more than anything else is unity and peace. So let's be in prayer. Let's be in prayer. All right. Good morning, Corinne. Great to see you. So welcome to Natural and Non-Toxic Living. We're going to be talking about how to do a total body cleanse in a safe way, right? Because there's a lot of ways that you can do cleanses. There's a million cleanses out there. You can do a juice cleanse. You can, there's so many things, okay? But is it actually healthy and safe for your body the way you're doing it? Or is it super intense, super harsh, and gonna just like flush you out one time and then it's all done? We wanna do things in a safe and natural way. And so that's what we're gonna talk about this morning, giving you some tips to do that. So you may want to write some things down. I've got a lot of tips to share with you. Good morning, Julie, coming in from Beloit, Wisconsin. Good morning. And so that's what we're gonna talk about today, a safe cleanse. Have you ever done a cleanse? I would love to know. So type that down below if you've ever done a cleanse. What was your experience with it? How did that go? And there's a lot of ways that you could do it, but why? Why would you want to do a cleanse? Why do you feel like your body needs a reset of some sort? Ultimately, if you're feeling just low energy, you're feeling brain fog intensely, you're feeling bloating, you're having inflammation, you're feeling joint aches and pains, like your body just feels blah, you don't feel like you have a lot of natural energy, you're wondering all these things, right? Your body just isn't feeling well. And so then it would be a good idea to do a cleanse. I think it's a good idea to do a cleanse a few times a year, but maintaining healthy and clean lifestyle and eating in between that is gonna be good for you. But no matter what, it's still good. If if you're not like 100% never diverting from clean eating, then you're doing pretty well. But I still have some other tips for you that we cannot address with just clean eating. So we'll talk about that. But for the most part, we tend to go off our plan. We tend to eat sweets and sugar. We tend to eat, fried things and different things like this. Therefore, it's a good idea a few times a year to just do a cleanse, do a reset, help your body pull out all the junk that's been, storing up inside. So that's how yeah, I want to do a cleanse. My body, I think my body could feel better. Maybe I won't feel as bloated, all of that. And so let's talk about, there's two different things that you need to consider when you are cleansing. You need to understand the way that our body works, the way that our body handles toxins in our body and how it pulls those out during a cleanse. And you need to know that there is water-based toxins and there is oil-based toxins. Water-based and oil-based. We talked a few weeks ago about water. We talked about water relating to our skin and how water attracts water, right? So that's a whole separate thing. If you missed that one, then go back and listen to that one. But the same thing is true inside your body. Water attracts water. And so if you are drinking a lot of water, which is good for our health, then we need to do that. And that's why we encourage Water Wednesdays, right? Where we drink 100 ounces of water every day is the goal. Excuse me. And so if you drink a lot of water, you increase your water intake. So good for your cells, filling up your cells. helping all the processes in your body just run smoothly. But when you do that, this is a good thing, it helps to pull out water-based toxins in your body. So that's good. The more water we drink, more water is moving around, being able to help flush things out, and it will pull water-based toxins out of your body. And we like that, right? We want that. And so other things that you could do to cleanse naturally besides increasing water would be clean eating, right? So clean eating, eating lots of veggies, lots of greens. I highly encourage doing like a 4 to 6 day period where you're eating just all vegetables. All vegetables in as many varieties and colors as possible, in as many shades of green as possible, get as many greens as you can, and do like 4 to 6 days of just clean eating, lots and lots of vegetables, omitting sugar, omitting dairy, omitting meat, unless you're a vegetarian and you always omit meat, but 4 to 6 days of just lots and lots of veggies. That's another way that you could do a healthy cleanse, because all those nutrients, all those phytochemicals and all the wonderful natural living ingredients inside the food is going to be flushing through your colon, is going to be helping scrub it all out and move it along, and that's good. So we want those things, right? We don't want to do something that is going to be super harsh and just dehydrate you, makes you feel good, but all you've lost is water weight. It just dehydrates you and then flushes out your colon in, 1 or 2 days, leaves you completely empty, but it's only taking care of part of the problem. And that's a super harsh way to go about it. So when you're thinking of doing a cleanse, you don't want to do it super intense and super harshly for your body. You want to do it in a more natural, gentle way. So eating lots of veggies, eating lots of greens, drinking lots of water. So do that like in an intense period for 4 to 6 days. That's a good place to start. You can do a lot of green smoothies. I love to make a green detox soup, which is just a huge soup that's so delicious, and it's just packed with greens and veggies. And so those are some things that you could do to help eliminate water-based toxins in a healthy and natural way. But what do we do about oil-based toxins? So I want you to think, you've got an oily, greasy pan, right? You just cooked up, who knows what you cooked up? Bacon, right? I'm just trying to think like what has a lot of oil in it? You cooked up a whole pan of bacon and you go to clean it, you go to wash it. There's all these, greasy, hardened, bits stuck on there, and you just spray that thing with water. You spray it with water. Is that gonna clean it? Is that gonna get rid of all that oil, of all that grease and all that, the stuck on parts? Just spraying it with water or immersing it in water, is that really, you're gonna still have that slimy film on there. It's not gonna be powerful enough to really get in there and clean it fully, right? So thinking about that, I have these oil-based toxins in my body from the foods that I've been eating, right? So I've got oil-based toxins. Also, they happen from so many other things besides just food, but I've got these toxins in my body and I just douse them in water. So I just drink a lot of water, eat clean eating. Is that really gonna get rid of the oil-based toxins? The answer is it's not. So you need to know so that when you go to do this, you can do this properly and correctly, and you can do a proper cleanse in a healthy and natural way. Water-based toxins can be eliminated with increase in water and healthy, clean eating, lots of fruits and veggies. But oil-based toxins, they need some help, right? They need some help. I have to add a detergent. I have to add a soap of some kind to that greasy pan in order to really clean off all the oily film and to really get everything fully clean. It won't work if I just use water, because oil and water do not mix. They do not mix. So what do we do about these oil-based toxins that cannot get out of our body? Did you know your body does the best it can, of course. It does the best it can. But when all of our toxins get pushed to our colon, through our bloodstream and in our waste and everything into our colon, anything that it cannot excrete out, it's going to recycle back in. So oil-based toxins are trying to get out, but they don't have that secret ingredient like we would with our pan, right? They don't have that extra little ingredient to help them fully pull off and pull out. And so they just get recycled back into our bloodstream, and then they circle through again, and then they get recycled back into our bloodstream. And what does our body do with any excess? What does our body do with any excess? Do you know? It's a natural built-in storage process that your body has because it's very efficient. And if it can't get rid of something, it puts it into excess. This means it goes into your fat stores. You have subcutaneous fat around your body. You have fat around your organs. So when the body cannot excrete something and can't eliminate something, and it keeps trying and trying and trying, it's eventually going to put it into some fat stores, which means, this is the scary part, which means your fat in your body, I'm not saying you're fat because your body even has fat around its organs, right? The fat in your body becomes the storage system, and that keeps getting recycled and recycled and recycled. And so the fat keeps getting toxic from all these oil-based toxins that the body cannot remove. And this is just what happens with our lifestyle. This is just what happens with living in a toxic world that we live in, right? We've talked about 78,000 chemicals being introduced into the world, and that we interact with up to 500 a day. And so your body then just keeps recycling, and it plugs all those oil-based toxins into your fat stores because it has nothing else to do. It can't get rid of them. So what are we going to do about this part of our cleanse? We can cleanse our body, right, through our water and through our healthy eating, but what about the oil-based toxins? We need something else. We need something else. Any guesses what that could be? I would love to hear from you. Any guesses about what that could be for something that would help to pull out oil-based toxins that you could do? Let's see if any options come in here. And then think about, it's like you go through a drive-through car wash and there's a sign there that says, we use recycled water. So that drive-through car wash is cleaning out all of the wine. Okay, there's one option. That's an interesting thing. We'll talk about that. The cars are going through and they're getting cleaned on the outside, but the water that they're being cleaned with is being recycled. So the water that keeps washing these cars is getting dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. It's similar to what our body is doing. It keeps recycling those toxins unless it can have something to help pull them out. So when Corinne said wine, that's not a bad guess. Julie says fasting. That's another good guess, right? I didn't even laugh at you. No, I didn't laugh because it ties into what the answer truly is. The reason that wine is actually not a bad answer in some respects is because wine is fermented, right? We get wine from fermenting the grapes. So the answer is fermentation. What can you be consuming and eating that is fermented? That is Corinne says, oh, hallelujah. I'm not going to make any additional comments on how much you choose to drink or not drink wine. But the fermented aspect is what you're looking for. So fermentation and fermented foods is something that you do need to be adding into your diet, into your life in one way, shape, or form. And I'm going to show you my favorite way in order to get the oil-based toxins out, because fermentation creates natural probiotics and it creates natural processes that water itself cannot do. And so then it can pull out the oil-based toxins and help them to get out. Yes, Corinne, sauerkraut. Mary Rose says probiotics. So natural fermentation will have its own natural probiotics. It includes that. So probiotics alone won't be enough, but natural fermentation, fermented foods, is going to have, it's alive, right? It has those live, active ingredients. The fermentation process will pull out the oil-based toxins. Isn't that amazing? Oh, thank you, Corinne. This is amazing information. Thank you. I appreciate that, because every time we do a natural and non-toxic living session, I want you to learn something new. I want you to be more educated about your health, right? This is the teacher part of me that wants you to be educated and to get passionate about caring for your health and knowing what to do. And so, yes, kimchi, that's another good one. Think of kombucha, that's another one. So there's kombucha, which is fermented as well. And so there's kefir, which is a fermented milk. There is natural yogurt, right? Not yogurt that has been piled with all tons of extra chemicals and all the things and sugar and flavors and colorings, but natural yogurt has a natural fermentation process in it, right? So there's so many good things that you can begin to do that need to be a part of a proper cleanse for your body. And so here's the other thing too. And you can find recipes on how to make those things too. You can get them at the store. Just be very careful, right? Become a good label reader so you can see when something is natural versus when something has been, input with all these chemicals. So there's a lot of supplements that you can take as well. This is when proper supplementation. Guys, I was not a fan of supplements like forever. I didn't see the point in it. I knew that there was so much unreliable marketing and all this no double checking system, no regulation. So I really have been a big skeptic and a big, not a big proponent of supplements, unless you're taking very specific ones for very specific reasons. But when it's something that's like a catch-all, it's just going to include a lot of other stuff that truly, in the end, most likely doesn't do what you think it's going to do. So, as a knowledgeable consumer, what do? If I know that I need some of these extra things to help my body fully function at its best and to detoxify my body, detoxify my fat stores, detoxify my blood, I need some extra supplements or some extra things that are healthy, that are natural, that will help to do that. So this is what I used to have. A whole bottle of echinacea. I've got golden seal, another great herb. I've got aged garlic, right? There's a lot of good things that you could begin to find on your own and begin to take. But what I found is one incredible supplement that is 20 different fermented herbs. Only herbs, right? Only herbs, only natural. You can also do fermented fennel, right? There's things that you could do, but without having to add all these things piecemeal, for me, I found what is a total body detox, 20 different fermented herbs all in one, right? And so with this little guy, and it's gentle enough for every day. So when we talked about when you do a cleanse, you don't want to do something that's just going to like powerfully flush out your body in like a day or two, dehydrate you. You feel better temporarily, but that's not a good fix, and that's not easy on your body. That's really harsh on your body, and therefore your body rebounds and it fights back and everything returns again, right? So we want to learn, how can we do something naturally and gentle on a regular basis? Now that I know that just clean eating and water alone isn't going to fully detox my body and cleanse it like I want, then this 20 fermented herbs is what's going to do it. It's gentle enough that it's going to pull out those oil-based toxins in my kidneys, in my liver, in my pancreas, and in my bloodstream. It's going to pull them out, and then it's going to increase my colon a little bit. Did you know that you're supposed to poop every day? Did you know that? Your body was designed to eliminate every single day. How many of you, can you be really honest, don't poop every day? Maybe you go every 2 to 3 days, maybe 3 to 4 days. And when you go, it should be like healthy and normal. It shouldn't be compact and constipated. It shouldn't be just liquid yuck with no consistency to it. Those are two extremes that are not good. Those are signs that something not good is happening with your gut health. It should be smooth, easy, gentle, and every day. If you're not having a way to flush your system every day, this helps with that too. Daily since you retired, Corinne, good for you, but that is not the norm for a lot of people. So every single day, little by little, this one supplement that I use that is 20 fermented herbs helps your colon motility, meaning it will help things to move along. And so all these wonderful herbs are just going to go in to all the muck and all the stuff and the bacteria and all the stuff that is in your colon, and is going to pull out the bad things, the oil-based toxins that have been recycling themselves in your fat stores, and it's going to move them out gently. It's so good. I love this because it's not severe. It's not severe. So many cleanses that I see are like, 5-day cleanse, 7-day cleanse, and you like cannot leave the bathroom for those days because it's going to just flush everything out. And then it's done. And then what? It just piles back in again. That's harsh for your body. So what I love about this is it detoxifies your blood and your colon and your organs on a regular daily basis, pulls out all the bad stuff and moves it out. So this, instead of having 20 different bottles of all the different individual supplements, right? That gets really intense. I used to take like a handful, 8 to 10 different capsules of supplements every day. I got really good at that. I never thought I'd be able to do that. I always saw my grandmother do that, and I'm like, how can she do that? Now I can do it. But, right? Like that just gets obnoxious. So this little guy, 2 of these, 20 different powerful fermented herbs that then are going to just flush you out. So that is how you can have a natural cleanse. That is how you can have a total body cleanse, because you're purifying your blood through the herbs, through the fermented herbs. You're including fermentation in some of the foods that you're eating. And then you are adding lots of water and clean eating, lots and lots of veggies. That's how you'll just be living more naturally every day in a gentle way, right? Isn't that just better for your long-term health anyway? So I am so thrilled that I found this. If you want to know more about the supplement that I use, let me know. Comment below, send me a message here on the Fit+Faith page, or you can send me a message on Messenger or on Instagram, whatever you like, but just reach out to me. You can get more information if you like at wildcraftedluxury.com, and then that's where you have some contacts. You can contact me that way to make it easy if we're not already Facebook friends. So you can go to wildcraftedluxury.com. I do have a great video in there about this supplement and some of the others that I use. So, and then you can contact me easily that way. You can contact me through email or whatever you like. So happy to share that with you. So this is how, guys, you've got the tools now. What is on your to-do list? How can you begin incorporating these things more and more and more so that you just live a natural and healthy lifestyle in general? You don't get to the point where you're just like feel so yuck and so blah that you need to do something intense and harsh to feel better. Just start making these daily little changes and you will be feeling better. That's so good. Oh, you're so sweet, Corinne. I'll make sure you get the information. No worries at all. So there we go, guys. That's how you can do a total body cleanse, water-based and oil-based toxins to feel your best. We know that our gut health is tied directly to our brain health, to our brain fog, our brain clarity, all the things, right? Inflammation in our brain, it is tied to our gut health. So adding fermented herbs, let me know if you want to know more about this one, but beginning to add fermented herbs and fermented foods to your diet in addition to clean eating and water is going to be the way to go. All right, so you're just going to feel better, you're going to feel clearer, you're going to feel lighter, you're going to know that you're eliminating things properly in your body, you're detoxifying your fat stores, it's all good. So there we go. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'll come back to the video and answer any questions, or reach out to me privately. I'm happy to help you. Have a great day, everybody. It's Dr. Melody with Fit+Faith. Have a great day. Let's be in prayer for our nation today. Let's be in prayer for our nation today and this week, as we don't know what's to come. So let's be in prayer. Prayer for peace, okay? All right, everybody. I love you. Have a great day.